John Nadler, gold's had a nice rally from 1,500 to 1,750, but are gold bugs going to be bumping their heads here for a while?
Well, that depends largely on what the retail crowd does, because to me this move has clearly been a spec momentum technical type of pop, and it's not been really supported by anything in terms of robust physical demand. I think you noted this morning that U.S. mint sales are down to about 16,000 ounces from 127,000 the previous month. Silver sales down from 6 million to 1.25 million. Indian demand lackluster. So basically, the retail crowd hasn't joined the party yet. Perhaps they might if, in fact, we approach 1,800. But of course, that largely depends on what happens with crude oil and the euro next week, because this is where gold has been doing the dance, tango with the euro.
All right, well, you mentioned silver. Is it the same case for silver? Because silver trades a little bit on an improving economy because it has more uses than just as a currency.
Well, in part, that can be attributable to what we saw here this week. But in large part, I think, yes, as I've mentioned many times before, silver is basically gold on steroids. So whatever you see going for gold goes, in spades for silver. And the fact that it was able to overcome 35.30 and 35.50 could push the white metal up to about 38, where there's incremental resistance overhead. But for the time being, there's still a risk of, coming back to fundamentals, and that doesn't really dictate a price much beyond 26 to 30.
Finally, what about platinum? That's outperformed both silver and gold over the last 3 months, and it's really narrowed the gap with gold.
Well, absolutely. I mean, I think the PGM complex in general has this week exhibited the best fundamentally supported, move in prices higher, primarily because of the strife in South Africa on the labor front. Several people have already died at the production facilities, and the lost production, which is tallied day by day by day, has already approached a six-figure in terms of ounces. Estimates are that as much as over 4.5 tons could be lost in platinum production. So clearly, it had very good reason to narrow that former $200 gap to $60, $70, and I think that'll continue.